What if your entire monthly budget depends on a single deposit and that deposit comes later than expected? For millions of Canadian seniors, July 2025 brings more than just warm weather. It brings pension payments that arrive right at the end of the month. That means rent, groceries, utilities, and even travel plans could be affected if you're not prepared. In this video, we're breaking down exactly when CPP and OAS will be deposited in July 2025, what to do if there's a delay, and how much you can expect based on the latest government updates. This is information every retiree needs to hear, so let's get started. Welcome back to Canada State Pension Hub, your trusted source for everything related to CPPO, OAS GIS, and retirement support in Canada. Whether you're already retired, preparing to apply, or helping a family member navigate the pension system, this is your go-to destination for clarity, accuracy, and confidence. Let's start with the headline. The Government of Canada has officially confirmed that the July 2025 payment date for both the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security will be Wednesday, July 31. That's right, this month. The money will arrive on the very last business day. It's important to mark this on your calendar, especially if you budget closely or rely on the timing of your deposit for housing or bill payments. Now you might be wondering why so late in the month? The federal pension system follows a fixed monthly schedule, but the exact date can shift due to weekends or holidays. In July 2025, the 31 lands on a regular weekday, so your payment will be processed and deposited as usual on that day. For most people, the funds will show up in the morning, but depending on your bank, it could be visible by afternoon. If you receive your pension by check, it may take longer, especially if you live in a rural area or if there are postal delays. That's why we always recommend signing up for direct deposit. It's faster, safer, and more reliable. You can set up or confirm your direct deposit through your My Service Canada account or by calling Service Canada directly. To help you plan ahead, here's a quick look at the full deposit schedule for the second half of 2025, July 31, August 29, September 27, October 29, November 27, December 23. You'll notice December's deposit is earlier than usual. That's because the government aims to issue payments before the holidays to make sure seniors have access to their money ahead of Christmas. Now let's talk about how much you can expect to receive. For July 2025, the maximum CPP monthly payment for someone retiring at age 65 is $1,364.60. However, the average CPP payment across Canada is closer to $824.50 based on contribution history. Your exact amount depends on how long and how much you contributed while working. For OAS, the maximum monthly amount for seniors aged 65 to 74 is $713.34, while those aged 75 and older may receive up to $784.67. These values reflect cost of living adjustments made earlier in the year through quarterly indexation tied to inflation. If your income is below a certain threshold, you may also qualify for the Guaranteed Income Supplement. GIS is paid along with your OAS deposit. For a single senior, the maximum GIS payment is up to $1,065.47 per month, and for seniors in a couple, the maximum is about $641.35 each. But remember, GIS eligibility depends on annual income and requires regular tax filing. So what should you do if your payment doesn't show up on time? First, don't panic. If your CPP or OAS deposit isn't in your account by the end of the day on July 31, wait until August 1 to allow for any banking delays. If it's still missing by August 2, contact Service Canada to investigate and, if necessary, reissue the payment. Here are the most common reasons a pension deposit might be delayed. You changed your bank account and didn't update Service Canada. You're receiving a check and it's delayed in the mail. Your benefits are temporarily paused due to an income review or incomplete tax filing. There's a system issue or a statutory holiday slowing down processing. That's why it's critical to keep your banking and contact details up to date and to file your taxes on time every year. We also get frequent questions about how the deposit process works. So here are a few quick answers. What if the payment date lands on a weekend or holiday? In those cases, the government sends the deposit on the last business day before the weekend or holiday. Do CPP and OAS always get deposited together? Usually yes, if you use the same bank account. But in some cases, especially if you applied for them separately, they might arrive as two different deposits on the same day. Are CPP and OAS taxable income? Yes, both are considered taxable and reported on your T4 AAP and T4 AAS slips. If your income is high, you may owe taxes or be subject to the OAS recovery tax, also known as the clawback. In 2025, the clawback kicks in at annual income above $90,997. Can I work and still receive CPP and OAS? Yes, absolutely. Many seniors continue working while receiving benefits. However, your additional income might reduce GIS eligibility or increase your tax bill. If you're under 70, you can also keep contributing to the post-retirement benefit under CPP, which slightly increases future payments. Let's also talk about summer expenses. July is a high-cost month for many retirees. Air conditioning, summer travel, family visits, and rising grocery prices can all stretch your budget. Knowing exactly when your pension arrives is key to staying in control. If you're struggling, check your eligibility for additional supports like the Canada Dental Benefit for Seniors, GST/HST credits, or provincial top-ups like Ontario's GAI-INS or Alberta's Seniors Benefit. Also, keep an eye out for October 2025, when the next cost of living adjustment is expected. We'll bring you that update as soon as it's confirmed, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Let's wrap up with a quick summary. CPP and OAS for July 2025 will be deposited on Wednesday, July 31. The average payment for CPP is around $824, and for OAS around $700, with additional amounts for GIS depending on income. Use direct deposit to avoid delays. If your payment is late, contact Service Canada after one business day. And always keep your information up to date to avoid interruptions. If this video helped you, please like and share it with someone who needs to know this. And don't forget to subscribe to Canada State Pension Hub for ongoing updates on everything related to retirement in Canada. Have questions or want us to cover a specific topic? Leave a comment below. We read everyone and reply to as many as we can. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next video.